Tonight, you reach for a light switch without even thinking. The room is silent. Nothing has moved. Nothing has changed. Yet your heart beats just a little faster. Why? Because darkness is far older than electricity. It is older than cities, older than language, older than humanity itself. For almost every night in human history, darkness meant one thing: danger. More than 300,000 years ago, our ancestors had no flashlights, no streetlights, no locked doors. When the sun disappeared, the world belonged to something else. Predators. Lions hunted after sunset. Hyenas searched for weak prey. Leopards moved almost without sound. A single mistake could end an entire family. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer societies found that people still become more alert after sunset. Even without obvious danger, the brain quietly prepares for the unknown. That reaction is ancient. It lives inside you. But here's something even stranger. Human eyes are surprisingly bad at seeing in darkness. Cats can gather several times more light than humans. Owls hunt with astonishing precision. We never evolved those abilities. Instead, we evolved imagination. And sometimes imagination became our greatest enemy. Have you ever noticed how a coat hanging in a dark room suddenly looks like a person? That isn't your eyes making mistakes. It's your brain trying to save your life. Neuroscientists call this threat detection. When information is incomplete, the brain fills the gaps. It always chooses the safer option. Assume danger first. Ask questions later. For thousands of generations, that strategy kept humans alive. Most false alarms cost nothing. One missed predator cost everything. This is why shadows often seem alive. Not because they are, because your brain would rather be embarrassed than dead. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman described how our fast-thinking brain constantly makes quick predictions before logic has time to respond. Sometimes those predictions are incredibly useful. Sometimes they create monsters where none exist. But fear of darkness isn't only about predators. Darkness also removes certainty. During the day, you understand your surroundings. You know where every chair stands. You know every doorway. Then someone turns off the lights. Instantly, your confidence disappears. The room hasn't changed. Only your information has. The human brain hates uncertainty. Studies have repeatedly shown that uncertainty often creates more anxiety than known danger. That explains something surprising. Many children fear monsters under the bed. Most adults know monsters are imaginary. Yet adults still dislike walking through an unfamiliar building at night. The fear changed shape. The biology stayed the same. Then humans discovered fire. Everything changed. Suddenly, darkness could be pushed back. Small circles of light became places of safety. Families gathered together. Stories were shared. Communities grew stronger. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham argues that controlling fire transformed not only our survival, but also our social lives. Light became more than protection. It became civilization. Even today, cities glow long after sunset. Streetlights replace campfires. Apartment windows replace ancient flames. Yet one power outage can make an entire neighborhood feel different within seconds. Isn't that strange? Modern life removed most nighttime predators, but it never removed the ancient brain that remembers them. Every generation inherited that survival system, including yours. So the next time you hesitate before entering a dark room, remember this. You are not afraid because darkness is powerful. You are afraid because your ancestors survived by respecting it. Your fear is a message carried across hundreds of thousands of years, not from ghosts, not from monsters, but from people who lived long enough to become your ancestors. Perhaps darkness was never the enemy. Perhaps forgetting why we fear it is.